What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yep. 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 What go on? Welcome, welcome, man. Welcome. Yep. Oh, what is that? Man, I'm gonna catch y'all up in a minute. I'm gonna catch y'all up. Y'all know it's late, man. I got my chef hat on. You know what I mean? I got my chef hat on. It's late. It is what it is. Got my microphone. Looking on my microphone, man. Just hanging out with y'all tonight. You know what I mean? Before I get tired. Come on in here. Come on in here. I got a I got some busy stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a crazy week, man. It's been a crazy week. If y'all been following me, I released the video. I'm not gonna pin no goals or whatever because whoever come in, just come in, man. I do different things, I have different talks, different things, but been a busy week, man. I'm talking about crazy busy. You hear me? But out in the world, it's been even crazier. Let me know if you can't hear me or something, bro. But man, check this out. check this. check this out. Man, did y'all catch the debate, bro? Man, man, hold up. Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. I'm just finna, what I'm saying? I'm gonna rest and dress. You know what I mean? I'm gonna rest and dress. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lean, pump my gasoline. You hear me? I'm gonna rest and dress. I'm just relaxing. Come on in if you're gonna come on in. Come on in if you're gonna come on in, man. You hear me? I'm gonna rest and dress, baby. You hear me? But man, I was trying to tell y'all, man. Get them likes up, man, when you come on in here. It's Pastor the Dread, man. If you ain't checked me out, you should have checked me out a long time ago. But welcome if you haven't checked me out. You hear me? So my question to y'all, man, is did you check out that debate? I ain't gonna get into it. I don't want to spend no time on it. But man, that your boy said flip, 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 flip. I said, man, look at here. You got one dude that done been indicted 34 times. Look, he said like one of my partners, you know what I mean? He done get indicted that many times. He done been indicted 34 times, and the other one, he can't even hold his sentence together, man. What is we doing, man? I hope if y'all American, let me know. You know what I mean? What are we doing, man? Do you travel these countries, man? You know what I mean? Have you traveled outside the country? Either y'all travel. See, I've traveled outside the country, man. And see, some of us know what other people really think of us. You know what I mean? Because all you got to do is go over there, watch BBC, watch their news, and you'll find out, man. I used to hear people, oh, people are so happy that we're coming to free them. And man, you get over there. I've been to the old Soviet Union. I've been to a lot of places, right? That ain't what they be saying, bro. And so you know that saying that say believe half. I mean, don't believe what you see and believe half of what you hear, something like that, right? Or y'all correct me. Man, them people don't think that. And I heard Biden, man, and this ain't even no Biden bashing. This on both of them, but I heard him say, and everybody thinks we're the greatest country in the world. Listen, I got partners that fought for this country. My grandfather, my dad. You know, these people are all military. But man, you starting to see with the apps like TikTok, which is why they banning them. We can see stuff, right? We actually see what people really think, bro. You know what's really going on? I travel, I see this stuff. He said that we're still the strongest economy in the world, and everybody's trying to be over here, and everybody. I'm like, they're not, bro. Do you see the TikTok videos of Japan, bro? How everything is clean. They got the light rail. They have no homelessness. Do you see that? They have no homelessness. Now, we just took a measure. If y'all saw it, you might not have seen it, man, because they've been sliding news on us lately. The Supreme Court just passed something that said that homelessness is a federal crime now. It's a federal crime. Now, it didn't say it was going to arrest them, though. It said it's going to fine them. So just tell me this, and I really want you to answer me. How you going to find a homeless person? I'm waiting. I hear crickets outside. I'm really waiting. How you going to find them? I used to work with the homeless, man. So I'll share that with you. I used to work with the homeless. That's real talk. That was part of my ministry. You know what I mean? My father was homeless at a point, we had high highs and low lows, at a point where we owned apartment complexes and stores and, 5, 6 cars, Mercedes, Lexus, and if y'all follow my story, you already know this stuff about me. And we had high highs and low lows, man. And then we lost it all. You know what I mean? And man, my father actually ended up homeless. You know what I mean? Homeless and on crack. Man, tore my whole world up, bro. And if any of y'all don't experience it, you can appreciate it. If you haven't, praise God. You know what I mean? That you didn't. Man, when you have everything, I'm gonna tell you what one of the scriptures says, and I ain't gonna say it verbatim because I really don't remember it. I probably need to read it, but it says it's better for a poor man to become rich than for a rich man to become poor. So you hear about like when a rich person, like Wall Street, right? When the stocks fall or something, he's jumping off the building. That's why hotel windows, if you're young, that's why hotel windows at the top floors and stuff, that's why they don't open them up. Back in the 90s and the 80s, they opened, because people used to smoke and stuff like that. But man, them stock markets get to crashing. Man, if they've been rich their whole life, there's nothing to live for. They trying to do themselves. You hear me? Well, we had high highs and low lows. We had money. I even hear Yo Gotti talk about it. My life was more like Yo Gotti's. You know what I mean? My uncle was one of the richest dudes in the town. Man, listen, he used to ride through the hood and pick us up. And he pull up in a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? And anybody that was outside playing with me, that was my friend, he passed me out $100 bills. That's real talk, that's real spit. Not until these stories, but that's part of my life. High highs and low lows. But when we lost everything, it's funny, man. When you have things, everybody want to give you something. When I first launched Living Testimony and was buzzing, man, every childhood friend, dudes I ain't talked to since 6th, 7th grade, everybody calling me. They finding my cell phone number, they pinging me on the Facebook thing when I launched. They hearing my voice. They know, you on the right track, you doing it. Man, look at here. I went 12 months strong. I took a vacation, went to Europe for a while, came back. I didn't drop any episode. They start falling. Man, my phone had never been so quiet. Do you hear me? When I had everything, everybody was riding with me. Because I think maybe they thinking, I got next up, baby. He gonna support me next, you know what I mean? And I will. I'm a big-hearted dude like that. High highs and low lows. But man, when I said, hey, I had to slow down on the second version of my dad's book, you know what I mean? The Making of a Monster, Larry McJames. I had to slow down a lot of things, just move some money around, move some funds around, move some investments around, you know what I mean? Get the lights up. And man, people disappear. And you got to weather through that, you know what I mean? Because the people that you want on the next side of your journey, you want them to be the yayers, not the nayers, right? You need the haters. You need the haters because the haters going to give you motivation. Every time they tell you can't do something, you're going to keep grinding. I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show it. You know what I mean? But man, if you got feelings, man, it'll hurt your heart, boy. I'm telling you, it'll break you out of something. You know what I mean? Make you feel bad, man. You be like, man, I thought that was racking with me. They wasn't. They were just trying to get a seat at the table, baby. You know what I mean? And it could be, and so though It could be your family, man. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't gonna could be your family. It will be your family. It'll be your family that ain't read your book. It'll be your family that ain't listened to your mixtape. It'll be your family that ain't read your poem. You know, I got a daughter, man, that just published. She just published like a diary, and man, I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna pick up a couple of copies just because. You know what I mean? I'm trying to usher her into the game. But those are the things. Thank you for getting them likes up. But that's what you have to do. You know what I mean? It'll be the people, man, that you like used to, you know, man, if you could see my hand, my knuckles black in the sun. You see my skin is brown, but my knuckles black in the mud. I used to stand up for them. I stood up for them boys my whole life, man. I stood up in them streets behind the boys. You hear me? My partners, I didn't do a whole bunch of talking. So, you know, like when you see me on these apps, this is the most talking I ever did in my life. I'm normally in the backfield, man. You know what I mean? I played solo dolo, you know, solo Johnson, whatever you want to call it. I played backfield, and when they needed the backup, I pull up. And I pull up with a certain understanding. And the understanding that I pull up with is, hey man, do you need me? Because I'm going to play my part. But if you need me, make sure you really need me. Because I'm going to appear like a ghost, and I'm going to disappear like a ghost. That was my role. Some people, they call that an enforcer. I just call it I was being a man and a friend. But high highs and low lows. See, the people that really know me, so similar to Bowleg story, they know that, man, I could come home and not have food for a week, bro. You mean? I'm like, so not have food for a week. I'm talking about elementary, middle school. So let me tell you my hustle, my get down that made me. So my mama was proud. So she wasn't gonna do no welfare. You know, I tell you, we had all the cars, we owned apartments, we owned, you know what I mean? We owned stuff, bro, different houses, and we lost it all, you know what I mean? 86, 87. When my father started smoking that, booyah, them cracks, thank you for the love. He started smoking that crack, man, and it negatively impacted me, man, negatively impacted my life. And so then you gotta put it together, how you gonna survive? So my mama, she said, well, let's move over to South Oak Cliff. My granny and my whole family over there. You hear me? Them Bells, man, they got big heart, man. Loved us to death. Moved over there with my granny and my great granny. My great granny, she has spawned some famous, you know, some of my cousins are famous, you know what I mean? But it's so many of us, man. So you can't, you know, you can't pull on that cousin. Just like, and thank you. But my uncle was rich. You know what I mean? Was rich. Worth about 10, 15 million before he died. Ask me how much I got out of it. Nothing. That's how it works. High highs, low lows, man. The people that you think are balling the most are the people you think gonna have your name in the wheel, or man, if this ever happened, throw Vin at this here, throw patch this out. It don't happen, bro. So some people love while they're there. Don't let people get you down. Be pressed for success. Be pressed for success. Meaning, you ever heard of, that was a dude, TTE United, he said his mama taught him. He said she was a prostitute. He said his mama, and I was raised pimps and hoes, so I don't mean that in a bad way. And that's a fact, right? And I could write a book on it. But he said his mama told him, she said, baby, stay down till you come up. And then when you come up, stay down because you'd have been down so long. See, but my daddy was a Mac, and I wasn't raised like that. You know what he said? He said, boy, you got to get down to come up. He was saying you got down and you got to get down. He said, but you're going to rest and dress. You understand me? And so when y'all came on, that's why I said I'm going to rest and dress, man. But, you know, I ain't into that life that I was raised with, but I was raised like that. You know, I was raised, man. I was raised with the darkest of the dark. You know, he was raised with a bunch of unalivers, and I was in the streets with him. I know some of the most dangerous people from the city. I met them, knew them as kids, man. You know the dude, Max Julian, that was on the Mac? Yeah, met all them folks, man. Pops had pictures with all them people, man. When them people touched down, there was a little club called Ramones off Lemon Avenue. If you know anything about that. That's where all the Macs went. Guess what? They used to let me in. I used to bring my little partners in there. You hear me? And bring them up there, introduce them to all the Macs. I know some Macs died of AIDS, all that kind of stuff. That was kind of life I had, high, low, low. But we lost everything, man. And my dad, Larry the Mac James, he kind of touched on a little bit, but we don't go too much into it, but we're going to go into it. Like, we got some conversations coming up. And I'm just trying to see, do I need to be there in person, or can we do it over the video? I know a lot of people love him, so we'll figure that out. But once you realize, man, and this is just a true fact, and I hope you can feel me on this. And don't get discouraged, but I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna grab my mic. Ain't nobody coming to save you, man. You hear me? Ain't nobody coming to save you. And I don't mean that from a spiritual realm, because you got, if you got your hope in God, yeah, you got that. I'm talking about when you're feeling down, when you had your lows of lows, when you want to quit, man, when you want to end it all, bro. All those thoughts, all those things happen, man. That's part of the journey. So my question to folks is, was it important to ball? Was it important to meet them famous people you met? Like, I done met senators, congressmen. I've met everything, man. My uncle, his operation was so legit. I've met and I've seen some of everybody. He used to run with some of the most famous Dallas Cowboys there were. This is when the Cowboys were the Cowboys and they were winning. You hear me? And my dad, man, everybody I met, that knew about Paul, they would tell me, man. And I used to do some music and won a couple of things in the city. It was on rotation in Dallas. My brothers, both of my brothers. I got more than two brothers, but we pioneered this stuff in Dallas. I mean, along with some other folks like, Cottonmouth Jesse and so many people like that, but we pioneered this stuff, bro. But nobody didn't give us no thanks. This is the kind of respect, you didn't get no thanks, man. But we was the first ones, when you saw billboards or and it was a lot of producers, that had something to do with it. You ever heard of Noriega on the track? He had something to do with it. My partner, Lyrical D, he done changed his name about 1,000 times, D-Funk, whatever it is. There was a lot of people, man, but they forget about you, boy. But that wasn't my role, you know what I mean? High highs, low lows. High highs, low lows. I didn't make it in that realm. I had a bunch of people in Europe that bought a bunch of albums. Yeah, there's still bump stuff. And in China, Japan, and even South Korea, they bought a bunch of albums. They was into that G-Funk, you hear me? They was into that G-Funk and they was jamming it, you know what I mean? And so I did that. You want to look it up, look it up. While you watching me, if you want to look up Dallas After Dark, then you can find it. Dallas After Dark. And it was called Bastard Nation. That ain't me cussing, that was the name of it. And I had a song on there, it was the last song on that album. It was called Final Call. Final Call, like when the Muslims passing out the paper when they got the suit on and bean pie, my brother. It was called Final Call. And man, I guess people loved it. And I got real on that song. And kind of when I do my lives, I get really real, right? Because I'll talk about that. Like, I'm gonna get back to talking about my life, but I'll take a hiatus sometimes. But I got really real on that song, and if you find the song, right? If you find Final Call by Dallas After Dark on the Bastard Nation album, it was the last song on the album. I want to say it was 12 maybe, and you listen to it, and I talk about all the things that's happening today, And so check it out if you get an opportunity. I ain't trying to sell it, I don't get nothing from it. I signed record deals when I was 16 years old. You know what I mean? I signed a bunch of record deals. I grew up, this is funny. This is the third part. He probably wouldn't admit it because he mad at me or got mad at me. And I was a warrior growing up. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Look, people see me smiling and Oh, and they say those nice things, but I was a mean sir to some gun. Listen, remember I said high highs, low lows. Let me get back to it. When you have everything and you lose everything, and your hero, the man who taught you to box, the man that taught you karate, the man that taught you how to deal with women, when he homeless, bro, when he homeless, young lady, when you homeless, bro, man, listen to tell something up inside you, man. You know, I didn't know. He did a good job disguising it too. So get the lights up, please. Um, I had a talent show when I was in the second grade. So Tevin Campbell was going on before me. Tevin Campbell, I'm ready. I think he had "Ready for the World," something like that. I don't remember what songs he sang, but he wasn't singing those songs back then. So to get on, like he was saying Whitney Houston, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. You know, he used to sing that stuff. And I used to do a little singing. I was in the choir, but man, this dude has some immaculate singing. You hear me? And so he did his little old run. I believe the children our future. He brought that son of a gun down. Tevin Campbell did. And we were friends, man. We were friends for some years. Now, what broke the friendship is I gave him a hard time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because he used to, act kind of soft. You mean, feminine, man. Well, now I know what it is. LGBTQ. But he was like that when we was kids. So the first time I met him, I put hands on him. I ain't gonna lie to you. First time I met Tevin Campbell, they were moving in, and we were in apartments. And I had not been there too long. As soon as the first day, my brother said, "Hey, you see that boy right there? He about your side. Get on him." It was a dude named Chuggy. Chuggy, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. We about the same side. I got on him. They threw us some gloves. He said, "Yeah, come on." I got on. Bow, bow, because my father had taught me. You know what I mean? But what he didn't teach me is everybody don't fight foul. Get those lights up, please. Man, I'm putting these hands on Chucky. You know what I mean? I'm throwing all the combinations. And I like a lead right. You know what I mean? A lead right hand, a stiff lead right hand. So I fool you. Then I come with that uppercut, left uppercut. But man, look here. I'm putting these hands on them. They saying, go, Winnie, go. I put the hands on. Man, why this man grab me and put me in a headlock, man, and start, hitting me on the, it was one of those flaky things, man. He was choking me. And though we was the same size, he was 3 years older than me. And so that matters as a kid, right? Because I'm telling you, I'm in the second grade. I'm in the second, third grade. He's in the sixth grade, heading to the seventh grade. We were just skinny. You know what I mean? But he was taller than me, but we were both skinny. And to my brothers, that's fair game. So he was three. So he was a little stronger than I was. Does it make sense? He about 3-4 years older than me. So I was putting hands on. He couldn't do nothing. Then he started throwing this overhand right. It was a windmill overhand right and left. And I wasn't used to fighting girls. I was used to fighting boys. So I weaved a couple. I'm like, man. So I looked at my brother now, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even embarrassed about it. I was like, you ain't gonna help me? He choking me. You understand? And because I got one brother that's just 1 year older than me. Now, if y'all have seen my brother, y'all seen him. Y'all seen him on TikTok. He got to get a whole bunch of views when I post him. Because he was one of the knockout artists in the city. Now, Dallas got some knockout artists, man. You got a whole bunch from the West. You got a whole bunch from the Cliff. You got some from the South. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you got some from the North. I don't know none of them, but my brother was one of them. He was known for it. And he was known to knock 4, 5, 6 dudes out at one time. You know what I mean? That's a fact. It's a proven fact. And he went bipolar about it. But we call him Bow Street Pimp. See, all that pimp lingo, that was all in my life. That's all I knew. I mean, that's all we knew. That's how I grew up, bro. Can you imagine, like I said, high, low, low. Can you imagine your whole life knowing prostitutes and pimps? Your whole life? I mean, can you imagine? I can't let you in. What you mean I won't let you in, Calvin? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Come on in. You can ask the question. But can you imagine, man? High highs, low lows. What's up, Russia? Say, I'm gonna tell you something, Capria. I mess with Russia, man. You know, I was in Malta some years ago, man. Uh, and man, I had hurt my back, and my jet ski flipped over, man. Me and my daughter, man, in the middle of the ocean, Malta, about 60 miles from, I can't even remember, Sicily. Man, look at here. My my back was already hurting, so I was gonna have a hard time getting back on that thing. My daughter, she had to be 8 or 9 years old. You know, and I'm proud. I said, baby, you stay up there. Because I'm thinking, you know, sharks don't come get me. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the water for a while. And I, you know, I'm ready to face that and deal with that. You know what I mean? But I don't know who Jacob is. But in the eyes, man, look at her. My daughter waved out to some Russians. She raised up some Russians. They had the Russian flag on everything. Man, they had a fancy $1,000,000-something yacht. They twirled around in Malta. They twirled around. They came pick me up, man. They picked us up, put us on the yacht, told us in. So I don't be knowing what the U.S. got going, but man, I ain't got no problem with Russia, man. Cause when I was about to, you know what I mean, when I wasn't gonna make it, I'm in the middle of the ocean, bro, in Malta. You know what I mean? Me and my daughter, my baby girl, and they saved me. So shout out to Russia. Thank you for coming in. Greetings from Mexico. You know, man, y'all might as well call greetings from North Korea. You might as well call me a Mexican. Now my dad ain't no stripper. My dad was you ever heard of a Mac? An ex-Mac. You know, you hear a bunch of these guys talking that talk, but my dad was one of the, he was a big figure. Larry the Mac James, look him up, or just click on one of the videos. Got a lot of stories, but no, he wasn't no stripper. We don't do nothing like that on my side. Jacob, I said you can ask a question. Yeah, you can join, man. How do you join? You ain't pushing no button. You say yes. It's hard for me, man. I got to watch the screen and talk to you and remember what I'm trying to say. High highs, low lows. So let me get back to the motivational piece. Tell you about my life. Man, Philippines. I mess with the Philippines, man. I used to work with a company, man. All I did is talk to folks in the Philippines. So I rock with you. Too old for this, Jesus? Jesus Leon. Too old for what, bro? To tell a story? I don't know what that means, Jesus, but you know, if you know me, you know. When I'm getting trolled, I deal with that. So you are a gay queen. No, not me. More power to you, though. I know you like it. I don't. One of the best dudes you ever met is out of Russia. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's about people, man. You hear me? It's about people. It ain't about where you're from. Listen, I done traveled this globe, man. I done met good people all around the world. I done met some horrible people around the world. And my daughter was just reminding me, man, I done probably got into it and been for to do something to somebody for something bad everywhere I went. Because everywhere you're going to find some mess, you know what I mean? Or what we call fuckery. Every now and then you're going to run into that, man. Because, I do stuff that locals do. So when I'm riding, and in these other countries, I might take, 7 outfits, you know what I mean? Buy some underwear when I'm there because I'm just going to pack a small bag, you hear me? And then go to the lavateria, go wash my clothes, you know what I mean, while I'm there. So I'm going to meet some folks, cheers. I'm going to meet some folks, you know what I mean, that locals that might be doing good, not might be doing good, thinking they're going to run a scam on me, play with me. I mean, most people find out real quick, man, I ain't probably the one you want to play with. Even like when I get the little trolls, like Jesus Leon, I don't, man, I don't suffer fools, you know what I mean? And I don't play too many games, you know what I mean? Unless I'm like, say, hey, let's play tic-tac-toe, you know what I mean? Let's play dominoes, let's play chess. If I'm playing a game, let's play a game. But when I'm serious, man, you don't want to get next to me. You don't want to get next to me, man. I mean that. You rather catch A's and get next to me. You rather catch you both. Man, if I told you high highs and low lows and what I've seen in my life, and I don't talk about anything I've done in my life, you understand. I don't got time to play with you, brother. So for me, I don't deal in that tough stuff. I try not to. I don't deal in that war stuff. I try not to. Because it ain't worth it, man. When you're dealing like that, so I'm going to go back to the motivational stuff. When you're dealing like that, you know, you start to understand, Anna, what's going on. What you doing up? It's past your bedtime, gal. When you're dealing with stuff like that, though, you hear me? It only leads to two things. And, you know, folks been saying this forever, right? Get your lights up, please. But folks been saying this forever. Like, all the bad men either dead or in the jail, or the tough, you know. Or like they said on the Mac, they said, you know, Goldie. The guys with the funny hats and the funny hats and the whistleblowers, they've gone home, Goldie. They've gone home, man. You do end up in those situations. Like I grew up with some of the roughest of the toughest. I'm talking about from my OGs, and I don't mean this in no thugging way when I say OGs. From the neighborhood dudes that taught me well, from my pa, all that, man. I grew up with some of the roughest of the rough. You know what I mean? And it's hard, man. It's hard to be from where I'm from, live through what I went through. Like I said, I was raised by pimps and hoes, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a mother. You know what I mean? And my mother was a God-fearing and is a God-fearing woman. She's still alive. But, man, I grew up with prostitutes and pimps. And, you know, that's what I grew up with. And then a whole bunch of unalivers. You know what I mean? Those are facts. It's not like pretend. And it's like, in this world, you know, you got to do a lot of pretending, right? You meet people, you get in corporate and all this kind of stuff, pretend. But, man, people that, like, say crass things to you or would try to harm you with verbally, man, if they only knew, man. Like I said, they'd rather catch A's than get next to me, man. They'd rather catch you bowling than get next to me, man. In real life. I mean, but I'm the best dude you're going to ever meet. I smile. I give you everything, man. I give you the shirt off my back. I always been a big-hearted dude. But, man, them ones that done crossed me, man. I don't like to think about that stuff because that ain't the right thing. What it do? Mama and daughter's cooking. How you doing? I got them up late at night. It's crazy. None of us must can't sleep, huh? Yeah. Look, when you can't sleep, I just say, man, go live. You know what I mean? Talk to your folks, man. Talk to your people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just hanging out with y'all, man. So let me talk about these high highs and low lows. So yeah, I told you a little bit about my life, right? And I'm okay with doing that. It don't bother me. This is how I grew up, man. I'm old. People that would hold me back because they know, oh, my secrets. I didn't make my secrets, bro. I didn't make myself grow up how I grew up. You know what I mean? You born how you born, you with who you with, and your folks who your folks is, and that is what it is, bro. But as far as like when you got a heart, when you can do the right thing, do you do it? And I've always tried to do the right thing, even when nobody's looking. So I'm not saying I'm defined because I grew up with these gangsters and these prostitutes and pimps and with riches and whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's just a part of my life. Just like if your father was an engineer and your mother was a doctor, whatever, that was your life. That was the life that you were born into. Does it mean you're going to be an engineer or doctor? No. Excuse me. Does it mean you're going to be successful? No. But you had high highs and maybe you had some low lows. Or maybe your life is just like midway. Mine hasn't been. Mine was like, you got everything and then you got nothing. Your father's homeless, you're in the ghetto, and you trying to figure it out. How do I survive? You know what I mean? How do I make it, man? How do I eat? And a banana. Yeah, I'm sipping on that Pinot Grigio. You got me. I wasn't ignoring it. You know what I mean? But yeah. But I'll tell you. So what I was saying, I had about 85 people in the room. But what I was saying is, when you're planning for your success, right? When you're seeking success, whether it's at a job, whether you're starting your own business, whether it's relationship success, relationship goals, whatever it is, the people that you expect to love on you the most, to have your back the most, to stand behind you the most, man, them will be the ones that don't. But don't worry. Don't worry. If you can persevere through the hurt, and you can persevere through the pain, persevere through rejection, the betrayal, because that's what you feel, right? You feel thoughts of betrayal. How did this happen to me? How, when all I did is try to love on these folks? How, when all I tried to do was help folks? How, when all I did is try to teach folks? How did this negatively impact me, right? When you get over that, that's when you get to the other side. That's when some would say your blessings on the way. That's when you'll make it. You remember, we always say, if you're spiritual, you hear these people, man, take pressure to make a diamond, pressure bust a pipe. You know what I mean? You need pressure. You do. You do. Because if you think about it, before things got difficult in your life, regardless of what that difficulty is, right? You may have maximized what you were. You were the best, whatever you were, right? But when you got some pressure, it made you even better. Now, because it's going to make you do one of three things. When I was a kid, they said fight or flight. Most recently, when I've been studying, it's fight, flight, or freeze, FFF. You're going to do one of those things, right? Or in the streets, or how I grew up. Again, I'm going to talk about the streets. It's you're going to barbecue or you're going to mildew. And you mess with me, you subject to spoil. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to barbecue or you're going to mildew. In other words, you're going to get out here and you're going to do what you got to do. You're going to fight, flight, or freeze. And so, to put things in proper perspective for me, man, what's up, Mark? I believe in Yahshua. I call him by his right name, but I appreciate you, Mark, because that was his name in Hebrew. You know what I mean? I still been trying to figure out what the other one the translation came from. But yeah, it's in the Bible. You can read it. Fight, flight, or freeze, man. Yes, sir. I believe in that, man. He been saving me all my life. He still does. Told a story about I almost got killed over here in Liberty Hill. But so when you're going through transgressions, when you're going through difficulty, man, what happens, right? You go through these moments of doubt. If I would have only, why did they do that to me? So you go through, well, people don't understand, and I studied this, right? So you go through the 7 stages of grief. What in, you were so correct. Yeah. You go through the 7 stages of grief until you get to acceptance. So what's the first? Denial, right? No, this can't be happening. It's about, something bad happened. You know how you go into that fog and it seems like everything's moving slow. If y'all don't ever dealt with pain, I know you understand, man. Get them lights up. If you've ever dealt with pain, then you understand everything start moving slow, right? Like you're in a zone, like you're in a fight. Like if any of y'all ever box or been in a fight, it seems fast to the watcher. But when you in it, it's slow. Well, to me, it's slow. I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe it's because I was trained in martial arts and boxing. It's slow because it's like, okay, he's throwing this. Okay, do this. Okay, do that. Okay, do this. But it's going fast, but it's going slow because you're trained and you're in a zone. And I've been in those situations, right? Well, that's how it is, man, when difficulty strikes. If you've ever been laid off, you ever been talked about, get those likes up, please. You ever been lied on? I'm going to say that again. If you ever been lied on, man, mistreated, you know what I mean? Cheated on. And, and there's more cheating that can occur All right, Randall Williams. There's more cheating than occur than physical, right? Yeah, yeah, your spouse, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever, your boyfriend, whatever. There's financial infidelity. That's a big one, man. I got a divorce mainly because of financial infidelity. You know, like you spending the money, I'm giving you money to pay bills, you buying stuff, hiding it, you're hiding it, hiding. And you know, some people say it's not a big thing, but different people have a different vision for their life. It's called life goals. Welcome in, welcome in. All praise to the Most High, Mark. You look like you're 17. I don't look like I'm 17 years old, but I appreciate the compliment. You have different life goals, and for some folks, the life goal was, you know, like when I was 22, 23. I don't remember how old I was, like 22 or 23. I had a 4,000 square foot home built, huge backyard, just huge house, right? And I'm young, kid, really. And it was me and my wife. You know, I got married when I was 19 years old. And so, it made me work my butt off, you know. Ooh, man, y'all gonna lose me soon if this battery don't plug up. I might have to pause for a minute and charge this phone. But I got 20% battery life. When it cut off, it cut off. We're just gonna party until it fall off. But I had that house built, and you know, my old lady at the time, she was making $13 an hour. Now me, I was making $55,000 a year at the time. You know what I mean? I was doing my thing. They used to call me a young yuppie. You know, this early '90s, and I'm doing pretty good for that time. Nice cars, Cadillac. You know what I mean? 92. You know, clean Eldorado. You know what I mean? Leather dime. You know, riding Benz to work. You know, because again, I had high highs, low lows, and but I started to see, man, like our kids were like 2 and 3 and 4. You know, what do we need all that house for? We didn't. So I went to my ex-wife and I was like, hey, you know, it's like 4.5 years in. I'm like, hey, maybe not 4.5 years in the marriage, but probably 6 years into the marriage, but 4.5 years into owning the home. I was like, man, maybe we just go ahead and flip this one, right? Because it's just materials. We go ahead and sell out. Let's pocket that money. Let's move back to the time, Oak Cliff, you know, Dallas, whatever. Find us a nice little woo-doo-woo, and then let's go do something different. No, but the Lord blessed me with this. I wish you said the Lord blessed her with this. The Lord blessed you with this. Okay. We wasn't on the same accord. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm saying? We wasn't on the same accord. And so it went bad, man. And I ended up doing something else, you know. I'm just gonna be truthful. I ain't never been an ugly person. I always could get any woman I wanted. And so I did me. Because everything that we did, like she was hiding the money, and I ain't gonna bash her. That's the mother of my kids, some of my kids, but she liked things more than she liked me. And you know, listen, I like to be loved, man. You know what I mean? I like people to want me. You understand what this song says? And I want you to want me too. People with jealousy of success. I don't know. I don't know about people being jealous of my success. I mean, when you're a person like me that has had things and lost things and had things again, I don't care about things. Does that make sense? Like, I've had things and lost. Do you know when I was in high school, I would pull up in a Mercedes Benz? Do you know when I was 19, 20 years old, I was pulling up in a Mercedes Benz or some Cadillac or blah, blah, blah. I tell you, I grew up like this, right? And because it was always like highs, lows. Like I told you, my father was homeless. And when I say homeless, I'm not talking about like, oh, he's sleeping. I'm talking about he was homeless with the long beard, with the dirty clothes, and sometimes I come home from school, he done kicked open the door to our house. You understand? because he was sleeping downtown, or he done walked 10 miles all the way from downtown all the way to Oak Cliff. I mean, I ain't talking about 10 miles, I'm talking about a long way, because that was far from where we live. And maybe he could be fed up. I don't know. Sometimes he just be in the house. You walk in from school, he on the couch snoring, dirty. You know what I mean? And it used to hurt my feelings. But anyway, I'll do a whole session on my life one day. You know what I mean? On TikTok or something. I'm trying to get y'all some hope. I don't like thinking about that stuff, but because some of it gave me PTSD. But when you find yourself in a situation where you're incompatible, where the other person's bringing you down, whatever the infidelity is, and you can make it through the hump, right? Where you can believe in yourself again. Again, you're going through the 7th stage of grief. First, again, like you're in denial. Then there's anger, right? And if you know the 7th stage, you can just follow it all the way through. But you follow it all the way through to acceptance. And so, some people, and a lot of people end up in prison, right? Because they get stuck in anger. Anger, I got to get my lick back, or I'm going to go cheat back, or I'm going to go, poison their food or pull a knife. They're going to call the police. We're going to have a domestic. No, man. Look, if it's for you, then it's for you, man. Like even, when I was, I lived with a bunch of women, and, I've been very active when I was younger. And, man, chick run off, pull something slick, you know what I mean? Don't come home or whatever. Man, that never made me mad. I never touched them. I never yelled at them, man. If you don't want me, you don't have to be with me. See, my thing was this. Man, it was like cop and blow. You know what I mean? I lose one, I get 2 more. You hear me? That's just how I live. It's just like, what am I chasing you? If you don't want me, am I the crazy one? So I was like, if you don't want me, baby, get on. You know what I mean? Get on before you get spit on. I don't mean that, but get on before you get spit on. Just move on. You think I'm about to touch you? You think I'm a P. Diddy? You think I'm gonna do a cat? No, man. Look at here, baby. Go on. You should save me a headache. I wonder why you didn't call me back. You understand? I'm not gonna be chasing you, man. Because a relationship, like all this cute and sexy stuff and fine stuff, that's all love it, does it, right? But as you get older, man, you just want a partner, man. You want somebody to believe in you, man. Somebody you can share your stories with. Laugh with you. You can tell them what your coworkers did or didn't do, how they mistreated you, lied on you. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to be chasing you because you want just physical. You just want to be tampered with. I ain't got time. Well, yeah, we can do some of that, but I ain't got time. That in my life is not based on tempering, baby. I promise you that. You know what I mean? Like I done been there, done that. Probably got 1,000,000 t-shirts. That ain't it. I want somebody that love me. You know what I mean? Want to be with me. You understand me? Willing to crash through a wall for me. You hear me? If the whole world fall down, she gonna ride with me. And me for her. That's when you know it's real. When we had an argument and I left, that's the other thing used to happen. Get into an argument with my old lady, my ex-wife. She just subject to leave and go move with her mama. To me, that was weird because I told you I had high highs and low lows. I'd experienced hell. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, probably got like rejection problems. So it's probably not good to be leaving me. So every time she left, she asked me, you been with anybody else? Yeah. Got a new girlfriend. Because it's just like, man, listen here, when you left, I left my heart because I felt betrayed. And I never hid it. That's one thing about me. I ain't never hid nothing I did. If they chose me, they chose me. You know what I mean? If they want to be with a Mac, you can get with him. You know what I mean? But it got to be mutually beneficial. It got to be mutually beneficial. I wasn't just taking anybody. I didn't take everybody. You got to bring something to the table. You know what I mean? So I can do something with it. I can't do nothing with it, baby. You can keep yourself. You hear me? But I want you to, because I tell you, my phone gonna crash soon. If you find yourself in that situation, and you're not believing in yourself, you ain't trusting in God, you mad, you're angry, you wondering why your family ain't there to support you, man, your family gonna disappear. So love them in the good times. You know what I mean? Love them in the great times. Love them at the family reunion. Love them at the cookout if you have them. Love them on your Sunday or whatever day y'all get together. Because when you need them, they ain't gonna be there. They ain't gonna be there. Your friends, listen, Your friends get few. Look, if you've ever been laid off or something bad happened to you, like physical, sick, whatever, you know there's probably only one or two people ever called to check on you that you knew. You notice the rest of them that benefited from your presence and like, oh man, he's helping us, or you. They don't mess with you. You got to know that, man. You got to know that, and you got to live your life like that. Like the things that I'm doing for others, I'm not doing them to for them to be reciprocated. I'm not doing it to be praised back. I'm doing it because God put it on my heart, because this is the kind of person I am, and I want to lead by example. That's what you're doing it for. That's it. You can't be doing it to get some kind of reward from somebody, for them to remember, man, I put you on, I got you a raise. You can't do that, man. Just do your best. And what I do believe in, I do believe you reap what you sow. And that's not a bad thing for people to understand. I've explained it many times. It's how the ecosystem works, right? If I get some tomato seeds and I plant the seeds and I water the seeds and give it proper sunlight, right? How the direction should go. I have sown seeds. The seeds are in there. I've watered some. And then when there's time for harvest, I will reap. I will go pick up my tomatoes. If you are putting out evil, hateful, adulterous, negative seeds, when it is time for harvest, you will reap what you've planted, what you've sown. That's what that means, right? I don't know that I believe in karma, because karma is something from India, and I don't get in. I mean, India has like 2,000 religions. And listen, I'm not one that picks little stuff up from stuff I don't understand, because it might be to another deity, right? Another God. So I don't just call on names. I better know what it is. I ain't saying it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So I believe what the scriptures say. You reap what you sow. Hey, where you from? I'm from that D, man. I'm from Dallas, man. I'm from Oak Cliff. How old are you? Man, listen here. I'm a grandpa. You know what I mean? I'm a grandpa. Why you care how old I am, Ethan? You look like you, 17 years old, okay. You totally right. And pray for your adversaries. Yeah, man. That's what the scriptures say. Pray for those people that try to hurt you. You understand me? And but you understand, like, but I'm just gonna say this to you. Pray for those adversaries, Chevy, 80. You pray for them, but please know how to pray. I used to ride down the highway, man. I'm a grandpa. I used to ride down the highway, and if there was a bad wreck or something, I would, oh Lord, do this for them and take them and save them. And I don't do that no more. I know it's gonna sound cold. I don't do that no more. You know what I do? Yahweh, in the name of Yahshua, not my will, but yours be done. Amen. Why do I do that? Because not my will, but yours be done. See, sometimes somebody else has been praying something else. Okay, let me give you a quick example. Follow me. What if the person that just had the wreck was a child abuser? And I'm talking about in a, the wrong way. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it because I know how the bands go and the flags. But like if he was actually a chomo, and somebody been saying, please, Lord, get him, pay him back, whatever, and he had the wreck. And then I'm going by and I'm full of faith and love, and the Bible says, the fervent, effectual prayers of the righteous availeth much, and I'm just going to put my effectual, fervent prayer to it and say, Lord, save him, help him, pick him up. And I don't do that. Father God, not my will, but yours be done. In the name of Yahshua. Amen. You feel that? Because I don't know what you got going. I used to try to pray you out of hell. I don't know what you got going. Not my will, but yours be done. What did Yahshua say? He said, Father, if it be your will, take this cup from me. You know what I mean? When it was time for him to give himself up. If it's your will, because not my will, yours be done. Like if you said, man, I don't want you to die for him. I changed my mind. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do something different. I got another way to bring it back to me. Then it would have just happened. TikTok, if this cut off, thank you for the likes. TikTok, if this cut off, it's just because my phone is dead and I didn't want to stop to go and hook up a charger because the charger is way over there. And if you can see, I ain't waking up the house, but I'm just in the living room area by my kitchen and chilling and talking to y'all. So if it go off, don't be mad at me. Y'all have gave me 646 likes tonight. I appreciate it. Give me some more. I love y'all, man. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. You don't subscribe on TikTok, but follow me or something. So I don't do that no more. And a banana. So know that. And I ain't against nobody. You know what I mean? I ain't got no hatred in my heart, man. I will help anybody. But man, I don't know what folks are going. And some folks out here that got some stuff going that y'all hear about. I'm gonna run this real quick. If you don't know about it, check out this story. Came out this week. Couple in West Virginia arrested and charged for slavery. They adopted 5 black kids. This is a white couple. Adopted 5 black kids. They've been running them as slaves, man. Trafficking them. Yeah. Run them as slaves, having them farming and all that old kind of old thing. Got them in a little outhouse where there ain't no running water, no bathroom, none of that, man. It's 2024. The people in West Virginia had to tell it on them because they was really from Washington. Check it out. Like some of the best stories for the news, they don't say nothing about that. They don't say nothing about that. Like it'll just scroll or something. Like they get one snippet. And then the crap that they keep on showing. Who's, how many people on Pride Month this week and all that kind of old stuff, man. Listen, I don't care who y'all lay with. That's between y'all and the Lord. But I don't have to see it every day, all day long. I don't have to see it. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm a heterosexual man with a wife. I don't show you what we do or don't do. And I don't put in your face all day, every day, bro. I just got kids. Can my kids just be normal and not see stuff like 2 dudes just popping on from the commercial because they got a new drug that keeps AIDS away? I mean, I just want to tell my kids, hey, the Lord loves you. You know what I mean? Let's go play basketball, football. I mean, can they be innocent, bro? Or can we get a rated R on them Ozempic commercials or whatever that Ozempic or whatever it is? But man, I am kind of glad that my kids are growing up and everybody's pretty old. My oldest kid is 31 years old. So that ain't no kid, right? But my youngest is 15. So you know what I mean? I just want to get the impression with days. And I'm a grandpa. So I got to watch out now for my grandson. He might just be watching a cartoon or something. You just see 2 dudes, you know what I mean, going at it. And it's like, man, come on, bro. What they do this at, man? Let's get a separate station where we can do this. Appreciate your full body cigars. Keep them likes up, man. This one phone gonna shut off in a minute. But man, if you came on and you done heard me, I done kept you entertained. I know you couldn't sleep anyhow. I done gave you some game. I'm gonna give you more game. I got a whole series coming up, man. Me and OG Mike gonna jump back on. I got something that I'm doing with Ellie Rose. We talking about relationships, relationship advice. That's on Fridays on TikTok. Check me out on that. The other one's on YouTube. But I got a lot of stuff coming on. I got a couple more books coming out. I got a lot of stuff coming on. If you got a podcast studio or something, or you want to do an interview and you want to get my story, let me know, bro. Reach out, DM me, holler at me. You know what I mean? It's easy, peasy, and I can teach you the game. You know what I mean? I can teach you the game if that's what you want. Or if you just want somebody to, while you riding down that road to keep you company, then cheers. You know what I mean? I'm with you. But I know this one phone gonna crash here shortly. You hear me? But make sure, man, that y'all show me some love, man. I don't know what these roses do. It said I got 0 or 5 roses. I don't even know what that means, but give me some of that, whatever that is. Give me a rose or something. You know what I mean? Give me a little diamond or a little emoji or whatever you're supposed to give to people. I don't know. Take out, what's so funny, man? I'm gonna say this, and then my TikTok probably gonna get cut off, but I had more than 75,000 followers probably for like the last 6-7 months. Then TikTok started getting really crazy with me. I don't know if somebody started reporting me. I ain't doing nothing bad, just being me, you know what I'm saying? The same dude I been. Or maybe because I joined Creative Rewards, I'm thinking about canceling it. You know what I mean? Because, man, every time I posted a video, it did 20, 25,000, 30, 45,000 views. Or it went up to 100,000. You know what I mean? Every video. I showed one dude, I was just in the studio and I was like, hey, man, I'm about to interview Cadillac Walker. That mug just went crazy. It's just anything I said, it just went crazy. I joined this damn rewards program or whatever this is. Bro, I'm so censored. I feel like how I was with Facebook when I worked for Facebook, right? Censored, flag, couldn't say ish. And that's how I feel. Cause it's like, I mean, I'm saying stuff, but I'm just getting 200 views, bro. I ain't, which ain't bad. If y'all getting 200 and 10 views and 12 views, that's cool. But that, if I got 75,000 people over here, it should be going at least my 75,000. That's your For You pay. It ain't going to them, man. So everybody that's getting me, they brand new to me. So that's cool. So I'm gonna have to figure out another way. I'm thinking about just canceling the Creative Rewards program, just being just a regular person that does stuff on here. I've already been accepted into the affiliates program. I already been accepted to a branding program. So I'm really just thinking about, man, just doing a whole bunch of commercials, man, and just turn up. And I'll share my story and do my ebooks and my real books and my podcast, and I'll always curate videos, because my way of curating videos is it's for my entertainment. And if people have a sick mind like mine, then you can enjoy it. Uh, if you have a sick, like, I don't know what this is. What is you doing, man? But if you have a mind like mine where you're like, oh, that was funny, or oh, yeah, he was right, because all I did is curate, right? I make things happen out of little videos that I make, little thoughts that I have, or sometimes you might catch me, driving, and that's when I get most of my thoughts. Or like right now when I'm just sitting up, you know what I mean, watching YouTube or something with a little old glass of Pinot. That's when you're gonna get my thoughts, in my opinion. I even have opinions on Fulio, the little rapper, but I don't follow these young rappers, man. Like I said, I'm a grandpa, but seems like he kind of reaped what he sowed. I mean, I hate to say that, because wasn't he sliding on people, unaliving folks? Didn't he unalive some teenage boy and talk crazy to his dad and go do something on the grave? Remember I talked about sowing seeds, and then when you go to harvest, if you was doing that, you might have to harvest some of that. And feel bad for some of the other people that really loved you and could appreciate you. You a crazy little old man. That's what somebody said. Not sorry. What are my books about? My book, the one that I have, I mean, this a couple of versions. It's really my dad's book. It was something he asked me to do. He wanted me to get his story, before his mortality, and so I have his story, and like it's an impactful story. And so that's the making of a monster, Larry the Mac James. So check it out. It's on Amazon. I mean, I got hard copies here. I mean, I don't do no whole bunch of pop-up shops, so but if you know me, you can get one. I mean, it's all good. But but yeah, man, I got a very interesting life. Very difficult one, but a very blessed one, it's our perspective, right? Because when we have our hard times, you can say that, remember I started this by saying it's better for a poor man to become rich than a rich man to become poor. When rich men become poor, they jump off buildings. They, unalive their wife for the insurance policy. They do crazy things because they don't know what to do. The sky's falling. But us who grew up, man, eating pork and beans and Viennas and sugar sandwiches and syrup sandwiches and no meat, you know what I mean? And sugar water and mayonnaise sandwiches and Vienna sausages and potted meat. You understand me? Salmon croquettes for breakfast, bologna and eggs. Those of us who just grew up surviving. Government cheese, the best thing that Ronald Reagan ever gave us in my generation. We were survivors, man. So you can still have fun. Like people probably they wonder sometimes, man. Thank you for those likes. You can still have fun. They wonder, how can you be poor, living in the ghetto, and be running down the street racing and having fun and everybody outside? Because at that time, you know who you are. You know what your circumstances are. They ain't gonna change. I remember the lights being off, water being cut off, couldn't pay the bill. You know what I mean? Sewage flooding the apartment, whatever it is, right? Rats, whatever it is, you still find a way to be happy. Yeah, her 15-year-old thinks she's a rough life, and she hasn't, but her it seems like it. Yeah, because it's perspective. But if I told your same 15-year-old that I remember having rat poop in my cereal, you know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Or waking up and it's just sewage, or my next door neighbor who was famous too. Like, it's like a gift and a curse. I grew up with famous people, man. But in the ghetto, I said Tevin Campbell, but guess what? Roy Hargrove, he's dead. But that was my next door neighbor. Roy Hargrove, look him up. Hargrove, Hargrove. Roy Hargrove was my next door neighbor. And he used to get physically abused, man, by his father. He used to get his head thrown through the wall. And his wall was connected to my wall. And you'll hear about it. You know, you can hear about it in my story. And when he got finished getting beaten, his mom would get Cassied. Then you hear him on his horn, playing his sad song. Man, it was troubling, man. I grew up different, bro. But a lot of us did. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ain't saying this to say your daughter ain't that. You know what I mean? She might be the one. You heard me? But guys, if I can put my charger in to keep this live going, I will. I'm gonna see if I can't pause this live and run up and grab a charger. If you don't mind holding for just a second, that's what I'm gonna do. So you finna just see a pillow right here while I slide to the side and go get a charger for this thing die. I'm on my way back. I just have to get a cord long enough. But that's because if not, that phone might shut down. So I'm gonna put that cord on. All right. I'm back. Let me put this in this phone for it crash. All right, let me put this plug in. There it is. There it is. Okay. So I guess your live won't go off. Get those lights up, man. If you knew. So what were we talking about? Pour me a little michelada. I don't feel like getting up, pour me no Pinot. So what we talking about? I don't remember. Let me see what we got going. You're so correct, Randall. What's up, Randall? Man, some people got mad at me because they were like, man, you ain't responding to my questions. And so, man, when I get to talking, I be talking. You hear me? When I get to talking, I be talking. And I grew up poor, so I could be happy anyway. No, you're right. What is your name? No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it don't sound like a blessed thing, but if you grow up poor, you can be happy everywhere. It's true. Think of this. So you see the horrific stuff that going on in the Gaza Strip or whatever, right? So I was on TikTok and somebody was filming from Palestine. You can tell because you saw the rubble. But the kids were still outside kicking the soccer ball or kicking whatever they could play with, right? Like I said, it didn't. Some people got mad, but it is what it is. It's just reality. I deal in facts. But the kids were still out playing or doing whatever they do because to them, they still had life. See, when you got life, you got hope. You understand what I'm saying? My mom had a Tevin CD. Yeah, I'm sure she did. Tevin Campbell was big at a time, right? He was out on the Will Smith show. So yeah, he was a big character. And like I said, we grew up together. Matter of fact, I saved the boy life. That's why I thought he would have reciprocated or reached out or shouted me out one time, but he haven't, man. So success crazy, man. So success is crazy. But I will tell you, like I said, I was a people that knew me. They didn't know like the good sides. They only knew, man, that dude look agged every day, and he don't play, and he ain't gonna talk too much. You know what I mean? Like I never did a bunch of talking. Like nobody could say I was arguing with him and we went back and forth. You can't go back and forth with me. I don't do no arguing. I ain't finna go back and forth with you. If we finna go back and forth, it's cause I done some punching. In fact, oh brother, what's that? I don't even know what you talking about, bro. I mean, Joe Snow, you better come correct. You heard me. Oh, you talking about the Modelo? Yeah, that's Modelo. So Modelo, that's Michelada. Uh, you ever been to Mexico City or anywhere in Mexico? You understand what a Michelada is. But this is a fake Michelada, right? But I like it. So it is what it is. Mellow, ain't strong. I'm chilling. I'm just, hanging out. Ronald O. Messi. Don't know what you talking about. Do you make music as well? Yeah, I did. I told you, look up Dallas After Dark, Bastard Nation. That was my album. Dallas After Dark, Bastard Nation. And you could probably see it like they used to go for $500 a CD. It went all over the world. People like underground stuff. So it was never, I never got that deal. You know what I mean? I signed 2 record deals. I signed a record deal when I was 16 years old. So yeah, I thought that me and Tevin would meet again in the industry. I signed the deal when I was 16. Then I did a show and Jive tried to sign me. And then my manager at the time butted in like, hey, you can't talk to him unless you talk to me. And that Jive deal never went through. But at the time, man, I was nice. But that wasn't meant for my life, right? Because if it were meant for my life, I wouldn't be this old. And the money that I got was from the DAD CD, Bastard Nation, Dallas After Dark. And it was okay. I've made 5 figures off of it. Yeah, not 6 figures, but I made 5 figures off of the album. So I guess that's successful to be underground. Who's the current go rap? Man, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna sound odd to you. I don't listen to these rappers, man. I listen to rap because I'm Gen X. You know what I mean? That's what I listen to, right? It's hard for people. When you this old, stop rapping. Why? That's the music I grew up on. I mean, like, I remember '83 and '82. We used to listen to stuff like Alligator Woman, or you had, let me hear your body talk. You know what I mean? It was just pop songs. That's all you had until, man, that underground rapping to sing. And I said a hip hop. It just changed things, man. You'll go put your tape in the cassette player, man, put some paper in that there, boy, pop it in that thing and make it do what it do. You hear me? So I'm gonna listen to it into my demise. It's just a good music, but that don't mean I'm gonna listen to the people you listen to. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm talking about, Ethan? Like, I'm not necessarily like I heard Kendrick had some stuff going on. I'm probably not checking for Kendrick. I did listen to Kendrick's first mixtape, and it was jamming when he was K'd out and he was just making it or trying to make it. They not like us. They not like us. I don't really feel it. You know what I mean? No, I listen to J Dog, the Young Hog. You don't know who it is? Google it. H time. You know what I mean? H time. He H time down. Oh, who else? Pac. Still listen to some Pac. Um, who else do I listen to? Like if I'm just listening to some rap, J Dog. I listen to it's this Mexican guy. I'm gonna get his name wrong, but he down with J Dog, Young Hog. Like Big Tony. Big Tony. Yeah, Big Tony, man. Big Tony be jam. You know, I mess with the Vatos, man. You know, I grew up in the south side of a cliff, which is all black, right? But then I moved. Turn on invites for live. I mean, I might go live with you, homeboy. It depends on what you talking about. Hold on. Let me see what you got. What's up, man? What's up? Who this is? You gotta show your face. You want me to talk to you, man? You heard me? Who is this? Show your face if you want to talk to me, man. I don't care nothing about your background, brother. Just show your face. You want to talk to me. Cube still jamming. Ice Cube still jamming. I like DMX. DMX has some good stories. You hear me? How can you sing so good? Have you heard me sing either? I mean, I do little things. Yeah, I sing. I I come from a family of singers. I'm not. I ain't doing no match on, boy. I declined the match. I done a match before and I lost the match and the person wasn't even speaking English. So if that's what you're trying to do, we can't do no match. I just let you on because you said you want to do something. I don't want to do no match, man. I don't want to do no match. I don't even know what language you're speaking. You ain't even say nothing. So yeah, I don't want to do no match. So I don't know what you're talking about. Gospel and bluegrass. Listen, where you from? You from North Carolina? Where you from? Appalachians? It's stole, but you be shocked. I love Appalachian music. I have a very diverse palette. Dude, if you want to see me, man, won't you just say something? Because I can't put you on here, you finna be speaking another language, and then you finna be getting stars. Give me a star or something. Why are you filming me? Give me a star or something. Or then, you mean, or ain't nothing, bro. I ain't got time to play, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Ethan. Uh, I only sing, man, when I'm comfortable. That means I'm comfortable with y'all. Because if I think about singing, I don't sing much. But it just comes out because when I'm telling a story, man, I have a strange tendency to do voices or to like if I said I was listening to the song and this was the words, I'm gonna sing the song. I'm gonna say the rap. If I say Pac, I'm gonna do it in his voice. You know what I mean? That just I don't know. It's weird things. Weird things that I do, man. We all do stuff, right? That's one of my things that I do. But you got a nice kitchen. I sure appreciate you, man. You look, you can admire, but don't look too long. I crack myself up, man. Listen, I come from the trenches, man. You can admire, but don't look too long, man. You go, baby. You know what I'm saying? Show you some other things that's nice, but I'm just joking with you, man. I got a twisted sense of humor. I always have. Hopefully, you can see the humor in my humor, right? Hey, get them likes up though. I mean, I had a lot of folks in here, man. Give me some. Can I ask you a question though? Why y'all so stingy with your likes? I mean, I'm having a whole conversation. Like, I'm okay with, like, if y'all would say, hey, can I join your live? Or, Anna probably sleep or whoever. But if you said, can I join your live? I want to say something. I'll let you join my live. Say something. You know what I mean? But man, how in the heck can I be talking to some folks, entertaining them, for an hour, and I ain't gonna give him no like though. I mean, I'm listening to him. You know what I mean? I mean, give me some likes, bro. I mean, put the likes up there. You know what I mean? It's okay to like and subscribe. It's nothing wrong. It ain't costing you a dime. And then some people could reach in there and throw a dollar or two because they do got them little gifts that you can give out, them little teddy bears or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out what the TikTok is doing, man. Because they got you like, if somebody donates a dollar to the little star, then you get this, and then I get some rewards. So please reach in your little $5 pocket and throw some dollars. What them dollars at? What them dollars at? You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. But yeah, man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, I got some new products too. I got some products, man. Check in. So I own a store. Been owning the store for years. Check in there, man. The store it's called Grumpy Uncle Apparel, right? I call myself the Grumpy Uncle because they're satire, right? I'm the fun uncle. All my nieces and nephews love me. I'm the one that makes them laugh. But I'm also the person that people can consider to be an enforcer. Different, dangerous. Um, so you never know which side you get. So I'm the grumpy uncle, right? And so it's either I'm being funny, I'm being live, or I'm protecting the family, or protecting somebody, right? So they range the products range. It might just be some basic stuff, blessed, God, warrior, whatever. But then it might have some satire. It might be funny. It might be edgy, because that's not my personality yet. Rich, what your name is? Richmond FBA. Yeah, I could be 102 with them, like the people in the Bible. You're strange. Are you a little kid? Do you like boys? Yeah. Samson had locks, remember? I don't even understand that, man. Go on somewhere with that, man. It's 3 a.m, man. Be with your man. I know that's what you're into. I don't got time to play with you, man. I told you wouldn't want to run up on me, Richard. I promise you that, son. You better go play with somebody, boy. But not with me. But you can keep on trolling, man. I appreciate you. You just had to say that. You must be attracted to me, Richard. Huh? I'm not into men, man. When the first thing that you say is you got to say something with disdain and hatred, and I don't even know you, bro. I know what your tendencies are. You like men. You like boys. I ain't go play with yourself, man. And get on away from me. You looking at me too hard, man. You heard me? Yeah. You right, Jay. You ain't lying. Somebody been tampered over Richard. I need to pray for you, Richard. Lord, whoever tampered Richard, may he cut his dreads off, because he done hurt Richard's feelings. I'm out here burying my soul, telling my life story. What I got on, he want to get on here and talk about it's 72. Man, if I was 72, I should be 102. Like Methuselah, whatever it is, and let them grow all the way down here. What are you talking? Have you ever been to Jamaica or something? You see the dudes that rock dreads? Come on, man. What is wrong with you? You're a weirdo. Get off. Go on somewhere, man. Or learn something. I won't say gone on somewhere, because that ain't fair. So I'm wrong. I apologize, Richard. And I don't want to make fun of you because you were abused. But I'll tell you this. Man, sometimes, like, if you want some attention, just say, man, holla at me. I rap, or I'm getting bullied at school, or whatever you got going. We just have a dialogue. You don't have to always insult a black man, Richard. I'm sure you black. I bet you black. I know for a fact I'm sure you black. Why? Because the first thing you said was mean and distasteful and of disdain. So it tells me that you come from a single parent home. Your dad wasn't around. You mad at him, so you see me and your dad. And I could have contributed to your birth, Richard. I mean, I can't tell you that I know where every woman I've been with is. And we can talk about that, or we can just take a 23andMe, a DNA test, we figure that out. I mean, don't come on and disrespect me, man. Like I told y'all, you rather catch AIDS and get next to me, boy. You rather catch Ebola than get next to me, man. I just look like this, bro. I really don't play with people, man. Just keep it cool and we can have fun, bro. Don't play with me, man. For real, for real. But yeah, Jay, you for real, for real. Yeah. I come for Jay. Yeah, yeah, Y'all calling it like y'all see it. Y'all real. See, I ride with y'all. I ride with y'all. Why y'all up so late, man? Well, we truck drivers. I mean, what we got going? Tell me what y'all got going. Why y'all up? Why y'all up? You don't even train, bro. Stop it. I don't even know what that means. I can tell you from out the country, whoever that is, you don't train. You know, I got some nephews in Italy. I, did I tell you I boxed and did martial arts my whole life? So, Jim, if you, man, like I said, you can say all that stuff, boy, your chin don't get no bigger. I catch you, I have you jumping like a frog. I promise you, man. Everybody said all that. So you think like, have you ever seen Foreman punch? So I don't know if you know who George Foreman is because you're not from this country, but if you know who George Foreman is, man, he was boxing when he was 48, 50. He came back, right? Because he was in the, he fought Ali, and it was the whole rope a dope thing. It's movies about it. It's documentaries about it. And then he went to a state of depression. I mean, he was in some fights where he fought 5 men, right? He in one night, right? In boxing rings, right? 15 rounds each. And he from Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? I'm out of Texas. And he trained by chopping trees. He didn't do the convention. He didn't do the running. He didn't go lift no weight. He did push-ups, chop trees, pull tractors. I used to, work on roofs. You know what I mean? It gets you, man, your triceps, going. And then if you even look at some pictures of me like 2 years ago, man, I was stocky like Rocky. But, man, I've always hit hard, man. Hard. You know what I mean? It's just natural. It come from, like I said, it come from my father, Larry Mike James. He was a boxer, martial artist. And he put a lot of people down. So, yeah. Like a dude might say that, and I get on a pull-up board and pull up 18 pull-ups, and I ain't worked out in 5 years. You know what I mean? Or I done jumped on the bench and threw a 450, and I ain't worked out. So I don't be knowing what all that stuff mean, man. Some stuff like make guys feel good about themselves. I don't understand you, man, but I can tell every man that comes at a random man aggressively, they see something they like in him, and so it worries me. Because I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I got a family. I'm a grandfather. I'm a father. I mean, but the scary part that y'all need to feel, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I got grown kids, bro. Like I got some kids that's in like MMA and stuff like that. I got some kids you don't want to fool with. I got some little brothers that you don't want to fool with. That's y'all age. That's MMA certified knockout artists. So that's why I be saying, man, like, just man, stay in your lane, man. You don't be knowing who you. Sometimes you don't know who you dealing with, man. Like I don't have to be on the tough stuff. There's people around me that's on it for me. Yeah, how many kangaroos? We don't have kangaroos over here. You must be in Australia or something. Man, Jim Martin, you ain't never shot no bullets, boy. You don't know my life. You better go read one of my books. You better go read. Man, when I say that you rather catch A's than get next to me, I mean that, man. And I don't mean it. Again, I ain't no tough stuff. You see, I'm smiling. Look at my smile. It's a nice smile, right? I ain't on no tough. You see, I ain't mean mugging you. Jim, I make you shiver, boy. I got something to make you shit on yourself, boy. That's real life. But man, love God, man. Be good, man. Just when you see a man, hold your head up and your chest out. Respect the man. Respect his past, what he's probably been through. He may have wisdom. And so when knowledge comes, just listen. Sometimes I'm just spitting game, man. Just take that game in. Now I see what Charles might be dealing with. Yeah, he says some crazy stuff, but when people just come at you, dude just pop on and just start saying things that indicate that he likes you. It's weird. I mean, dude, 70, dude can't fight me. Man, you wouldn't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole, boy. Your family members wouldn't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole, boy. Man, I'm from that city, boy. I'm from that spot. I got family all around the world. I might see you. I'll be everywhere. You better go check out some of the videos with them all overseas, man. I'll be everywhere, man. And I'll be everywhere them steppers be. But the difference between me and you, Jim, I'm trying to help people, man. I'm trying to go back from my past and help people, man. Give people a choice in life. Look at what Putin and Netanyahu and whatever that other dude, Ukraine, for keep asking all this money. All them, and Kim Jong-un. I'm going to show y'all something. Hold up. Stay right here for a second. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show y'all something. You see, ever seen anything like this before, man? The light probably too bright. Just look. Who that is? That light bright. That's Kim Jong-un, man. And what does it say? Can y'all read it? It's backwards to y'all. It say, Doomsday Lemonade. Doomsday Lemonade. Kim Jong-un. Jim, you like Kim Jong-un. You little rocket man. Man, Jim, get you a girlfriend. I mean, if you like women. I told you like boys. And that's for you, man. It's your month. You only got a couple of more days for your pride. But so enjoy that. Enjoy your couple of days, man. Get you some Astroglide or whatever you can do, so you feel happy to yourself. They got them put that one in front of them. Yeah, man, it's better. But yeah, man, whatever you do, Jim. I ain't mad at you either, man. I ain't mad at you, and I don't want to abuse you, and I don't want to insult you, because you might be going through something. And if you do, I want you to just holler at me for real, for real. Yeah, see, I'm glad you can take a joke. I don't know why people got to be that way around. Like, I remember, man, when I'm old, so I remember when you first could chat, right? So you would go on like AOL, and you know you do dial up, make the little noises, and then it log on and all that. And you could go to chat, and you could be anybody you wanted to be. And I was young. I mean, not young, but I'll tell you, I got married when I was 19, so I was probably 20, 21. Oh my Lord, this damn commercial. Have you ever heard of aptitude? Oh my Lord, that commercial drives me nuts, man. It needs to have a rated R sign. Aptitude, APRETUDE. It's called Super HIV Protection versus a daily prep pill. Oh my gosh, man. I just be here chilling, and then it's just two dudes just lock up. You know, kind of like Jim Martin is. I wish I could just show you. I'm like, bruh, can you give a brother a warning? Warning? You know, warning. It's, you know, we're finna show some men on men porn. But you want to join. Yeah, Kim Jong-un. It's not mine, so I'm not advertising this product. But I saw it today, man, and my wife loves South Korea, right? She loves K-pop and K-drummers and K whatever. So she got a Kim Jong-un. I said, man, I don't know. You hear me? She said, but I would have got a Putin one too. You know, just because it's different, right? But I tell you, you know, what I also bought, I'll get mad at me, man. I know my black folk gonna be pissed. I bought some crickets. Yeah, some crickets to eat. Told you I travel the world, so I bought some crickets, man. I said I don't know. I ain't gonna do them on live. I will do them on, like, if y'all got the look. If y'all put some, okay. I'll say this. If y'all figured out whatever little things, little gifts you can give on TikTok that have a monetary value, and you told me, okay, man, I'm gonna. If you eat them crickets, I'm gonna give you this 5 and this 5, whatever. I eat that whole bag of crickets right now. because what y'all don't understand, that unlocks something for me on TikTok. TikTok is not letting me get no further unless I get like 5 people have to subscribe, and then 5 people have to give you like $3 a piece. You know what I mean? By giving you a rose. And like I done had like over 700 people look at me tonight. 700 likes. I mean, so more than 700 people look at me. But there ain't nobody giving a little rose. So I'm gonna ask y'all, and then you just let me know. Don't let nobody get you out of your character, homie. I appreciate you, Dirty. I appreciate you, Dirty. You know what's so real, Dirty? The people on TikTok don't do this. It's my YouTube folks. So my YouTube folks, so Jim done jumped on. Jim done told me he gonna do something to me. You hear me? Man. So he ain't gonna get me out my character, Dirty. But I appreciate you, bro. But he done told me he gonna do something to me. I travel the world, bro. So Dirty. When you travel the world and you in and out of airports, you don't know. Like I had some people run up to me, you know what I mean? Because I got 75,000 on TikTok followers, and I got 13 plus thousand on Facebook, and 6,000 on YouTube, and 4,000 on YouTube. So 10,000 on. So I don't know where I know people from. So sometimes when they come up to me, man, I'll be like, "Is this one of them? Do I need to get active?" You hear me? Uh, but yeah, man, don't just listen. Don't let this stuff fool you, bro. Life is too short. You said I didn't. What I didn't see is this. Y'all probably can't read that. It says, "Taste the apocalypse." That's what it said right there. Taste the apocalypse. Then it says, "Doomsday lemonade." I wish I could make it not backwards. It says, you see what I'm saying? Taste the apocalypse. It's crazy because that's like, if y'all really think about it stupid. That's something we say in Dallas. Think about it stupid. You got what? How many psychopaths? How many psychopaths you got leading governments right now? You got Kim Jong Un. You got Russia. Putin. You got Netanyahu. If we get Trump, we got Trump. If we get Biden, we got Biden. Because America, we do our dirt on the low. So Obama was a cold stone killer too. He done sent a lot of them bombs in there too. You got all these guys, and everybody threatening just to end it all. You got Iran. I don't even know who the dude is. And, I'm at the point. I don't know about y'all. I'm at the point. I'm like, but man, if you're gonna do it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because I gotta believe that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. In other words, like if Revelations was about, which, for those you don't know or read Bible, but it's the last book, right? Then the 52 chapter book Bible, but it's the last book. If the kings of the world can decide when the world ends, and you know what I mean, then the Lord ain't involved in it. Because when my scripture said, when the Lord comes through the clouds, when he come through the cloud, and when he come to bring that sword. So, like, man, if y'all gonna do it, do it. But it did say that the West was gonna try to make war with him. It did say that, from Gog and Magog. You remember that? So I don't know, man, but I won't be fearing this stuff no more. I think after 2020, it just changed some things. I mean, things don't even mean a lot to me. That's why I can sit on here and share stuff, like things I would have never shared with y'all. There's people that I've worked with. Like, I would have kept these secrets. Man, I don't even care. This is my life. This is how I grew up. I should be proud to be me, man. The stuff I've made it through, the stuff I've seen, the unalivings I've seen, in my life, man, I should be proud to live my life, bro. And so should y'all. Because you wouldn't be who you are without going through what you went through at the moment in which you went through it. Just don't live in that, right? Don't stay there. Just like Dirty said, just don't stay there. Get out of it. Move on. You know what I mean? Move on. Because there's something you can take from your life experiences and share with others and help improve their lives. That's all I'm saying. So see it that way, man. See it that way, Live a good life. If you haven't subscribed, man, do that, man. It's late night, we chilling. You know what I mean? Because I've been busy, man, all day, rocking and rolling and doing what I got to do. But tomorrow, I'm going to be busy a little bit too. But I did a couple of product reviews. If you click down in the bio on some of my videos, man, go and buy some of that stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you what I really rock with. I rock with that Poros. I call it Poros because it's spelled Poeroes. Poros. I'm from the side, but it got some little cap. They look like pills. They red, and you've probably seen them on my video. But man, listen here. You wash your hair, you twist off the cap, put it in there, because you put oils and stuff in there. Yeah, and so I'm gonna say something else too. The dude Jim on YouTube, like, hey man, he still has dreads. He just if you young, then you know that in my generation, everybody was trying to look like Pac. I ain't gonna lie to you. You go back and look at some of my photos back in the day. Even my even my Bastard Nation CD and album cover, Dallas After Dark. I had a bald head, bro. So my generation was different. We had the bald head since we were like at teenagers. You hear me? Flash us. I'm not gay. Whoever that is, I'm not gay. So get on somewhere. No, I ain't gonna flash you. Yeah, man. I'm from that D, man. I'm from the Dallas. Yeah, some pervert just jumped on. Hey, ain't no perversion in here, man. Get your pervert self and go get on some app where you got a bunch of freaks, man. There's people that's loving that, but I ain't flashing you nothing. You can flash, yeah. Yeah, I know you's a punk. I'm not. So move on, man. You got 2 more days in your month. Enjoy your month. You probably just came from a little club, but whatever y'all did, man, your ass hurt. Leave me alone. That's what I'm saying. Like for a grown man just to pop on and do like that, man, something is wrong with you, man. Something wrong with some of these guys, man. They need help, bro. Y'all need spiritual awakening, man. That's real, man. Cause it ain't cool. I'm just gonna come on and just say something crazy, man. You wouldn't say nothing like that in real life, man. You wouldn't. But anyway, what I was saying, I was like, man, what my kids, like, I got sons that you know what I mean, that are grown, that are bigger than me, and that y'all wouldn't want to see in real life. Little brothers that you wouldn't want to see in real life. So that's why I be like, man, just live your life, man. Do your thing, little homie. The people I can stand next to and talk to that respect me, man, you better watch some of these interviews. You know what I'm saying? And know who these folks are and know who I am, but it don't matter. Live your life. Well, man, I hope y'all having a good night, man. And but you know what? I appreciate you though trolling me like that, cause that showed me you care. You hear me? But I ain't doing no flashing. I ain't with that. Yeah, you absolutely right, Andrea. You said it right. Look, my ex-wife's name was Andrea, so I understand that. Yeah, they troll. What's up, Carmen Maria? Carmen Maria, like Karma Maria from the challenge. Karma Maria. Carmen Maria. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Look, I don't know if I got no super chats or no nothing on YouTube, but man, just show the love. What I'm trying to do is grow the channel because I got a real live conversation. Like I said, I used to work with homeless. I grew up with, unfortunately, pimps and hoes. I grew up in the streets, but I made some of myself, man. Worked my way up to become an executive for many years. Built businesses, owned stores. You know what I mean? Just, and so I got a lot of stuff to share. I don't share it a lot of times because I'm waiting, right? It's like me. It's climactic. I'm building up. I'm trying to build the following, build a brand. Then I'm gonna start breaking it down and sharing. But I do want you to, make sure you like, subscribe, throw $3, throw $4, because with these platforms, I don't know how this works because really they should be the one paying me, but they are like, we'll share you more if once you get a couple of donations, $3, get the, TikTok wants to use diamonds and whatever, and then Facebook wants you to get stars, right? So if they give you stars, which equates to money like $5 each or whatever, and then YouTube wants super chats, which start at $5, but you can do 10. Just, if you can find it in your heart, your blessings, you know what I mean? Give unto Caesar what's due to Caesar, but you know what I mean? Just show some love. It ain't that I want it. You know what I mean? It ain't that I need it. You hear me? It's that I need it to grow. These platforms need it for some reason. You know what I mean? And then I'll share some more stuff. And some of y'all, man, need help, or some of y'all need just somebody to talk to, and I'm here for you. And like I said, we can click on, you can click on my live, we can share it, but I'm here for you, man. Because when I can't sleep, you know what I used to do? I would used to just get up, go to the gym, and get up, go to the gym at whatever time. You know, give me some pull-ups in, give me some push-ups in, give me some crunches, some ab work, all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. And I might get back to that one day. You know what I mean? But I realize life is cyclical, and you go through things, and sometimes, man, you just don't feel like working out. You know what I mean? Or sometimes, you know, I got a pool outside. I ain't swim in a year. You hear me? But there was a time like I was in the hot tub and in the pool every day, you know, because I was going to the gym every day, and I would get sore, and you know, and it was just good. You just go through different things. Or there was a time when I was traveling back and forth to Colombia, or traveling back and forth to Mexico, traveling back and forth to Europe, and I still do those things. I just don't do them as often as I did. Life's cyclical. Uh, you know, there's some recipes and cooking. I mean, so I'm so many things, right? Because I've been cooking since I was sick. I've been on my own. I've had my own place since I was 16. I had a house when I was 16 years old. I mean, so been on my own, all that good stuff. Uh, he said his dad was my gay friend, and your dad was your gay friend. Man, y'all in the incest and all kind of stuff on that. YouTube people that at night they get freaky and creepy. They probably just came from the club. And all they want, listen, they looking for booty. You know what I mean? Boom time. That's all I keep. Nobody on TikTok is doing this stuff. You look at the YouTube. Oh my gosh, they're talking about butt every second. Like it's like crazy. It's nasty, man. If you having bowel movement problems, man, go take your enema and move on. Take you a what you call that thing? What they do? Clean you out. Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. Go do that. But I'm saying play with people that want to play with you. Like it's a whole Pride Month, man. It's a lot of people that just want that. It's probably just came from the club and they're ready. Go play with them. I'm not interested, bro. Sorry. Yeah, if you identified as a female or male, whatever you did, go be with the people that want to be with you. You know what I mean? The people that carry them little flags around, be with them. Like I ain't never said I'm interested, bro. I'm not. Please, I pass. Thank you. Cheers. Man, now I understand how the females feel because beautiful woman, man, that's a beautiful thing, to be gorgeous. And if y'all be getting hit on like this, yeah, damn, it's weird. Every second, some dude is attracted to me. It's so weird. I didn't ask you to like me, man. I'm not interested. Cheers. But you can buy the super chat or some diamonds or whatever the things is, them little pearls. Look, I said you can pay like you weigh. I ain't gonna mess with you, but you can throw me some likes and stuff, man. Hey, hold on for a second, man. Let me go refill my drink. You hear me? Let me get up for a second. I'll be back. Hold it down for a G. All right, I'm back. If you hear, you hear. If you're not, you're not. Listen, I do this. I do this. What's up? I'm back. Man, TikTok done got crazy. They censor the hell out of you. You know, that dude was bothering me, making all those sexual advances. I said what I said to stave him off, and I went to go get my wine, and I came back there to cancel me. So it's all good. You know, I talk to the people that want to talk to me, but you lost live access, man. Cause what? Cause a dude talking greasy to me, and I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure at that, but it's all good. We got thousands of people on, so that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. What's my favorite song? Man, you know, I listen to several genres, man. Several genres. So it really depends on the genre. But we go blues, man. It's Bobby Blue Bland. Oh my goodness. Uh, I wouldn't treat a dog the way you treated me. You understand? Or that old Yolanda. Oh my lord, they gotta keep getting me. They burning my eyes up, man. I'm gonna turn the channel. That Bobby Blue Bland, man. Uh, but yeah, you know what I mean. There's some other stuff too. I mean, obviously, like J Dog is letting me make it. Or keep your head up, chest out. Tupac, man. Tupac got so many. Tupac got so many. Just so many good ones, man. So many good ones. Twin. What's up, when this calls son? Why y'all say call me twin? You know, Ram 69, that's what I'm do. Next time I go live, man, if I get y'all, you know what I'm saying, liking, following, subscribing, man, I'm gonna give me some moderators. Because what old boy did is he heard me on TikTok, man. I had more than 1,000 people in the room. You know what I mean? And they done got real sensory, and I think they got sensory, man, because the Democrats and Republicans done tried to ban it, or they have approved the ban, and you know why? I already told y'all if you follow me. It's because they can't control them. They getting revenue. They sharing the real story. Y'all saw my Kim Jong Un. I thought they were gonna ban me because I did. I had the Kim Jong Un. You hear me? I had the Kim Jong Un. You from San Francisco? What up, Gina Leach? What it do? Wendy's, why you say wow, twin? What happened with that? Tell me, speak on it. Speak on it. I got to speak on it. Look, this go both ways. Now, y'all got to jump in them comments, tell me something, but make sure you get them likes up, man. Ain't no way. I done talked to like 200 people, and the likes ain't matching the 200. Remember, they don't cost you a dime. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I don't kiss men. Uh, Neos. I think we just kind of went through that. I don't know, man. Maybe I got a flag or something out of that. been misunderstood or something. Oh man. Where you at? Where you at, Gina? Oh, you in San Francisco? So it's two. It's two for you, huh? It's four for me. I got to get up in a couple of hours, handle some business. But you know, I don't sleep much anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. See uh, now they won't even know. They won't even know what I got going. But yeah, man, TikTok, boy, I'm gonna strike you again. They love striking. Matter of fact, I think what I'm gonna do is get off that creator program they got. Then I can say whatever I want to say. Cause there's some cats that say some raw stuff. And man, this is comments. I don't even heard people saying the N word. I'm talking about white people saying the N word, and the post getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of views. And but me, every time I say anything, oh, we gonna shut him down. Like it's somebody up there must know me from Facebook or something. When I worked there, but they sure hating whoever they are. Neo, so let me answer this question for you so we're perfectly clear. I'm a man. If I was being held and my life is at risk, I'm gonna go to war. And if they gotta take my life, they're gonna take my life. In other words, yes, there have been people that have been held in duress, but those are for people that I can't leave. I gotta be here for my daughter, my son. I haven't established the life that I want to live. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this one time. Man, you're gonna have to kill me, man. I don't got nothing to live for like that. My kids know who I am. Man, look, all my family done seen me put my life in jeopardy to save people my whole life. I tell you, I didn't travel this globe and I do it. I done save people from getting robbed, whatever it is, because I grew up a different kind of way. And I've tried to explain it to people who've been on here. I've done a lot of wrong and I've done a lot of right. You don't have to do right to fix a wrong, but when my convictions changed, my heart changed, man. I don't like to see no bad stuff happen to nobody. I don't want to see nobody hitting on nobody else, stealing or robbing them, man. So I don't pull up on a lot of folks and seen about some things. That's just facts. So if you got me at gunpoint and you finna lay me down, they're gonna have to lay me down. It's okay. Got a God on the other side, man. And I know him. You know me. So I ain't one of them. Oh, please, let me just live one more day so I can go to work and give me some bread and watch a movie. It ain't that deep, bro. You heard me? It ain't that deep. I was watching a movie with my wife earlier. One dude had one pistol, got four people, ended up whacking eight. They had multiple times to go at him because I'm like, bro, if he ended up hitting you with a hot one and you out of there, you out of there. But you finna be out of there. But now what he's trying to do is draw you into where people can't find you. I ain't doing that, man. You gonna have to do that in broad day, baby. So you can go sit in that cell with Big Bubba and you can handle that. But I ain't. I'm not gonna make it easy for you. I don't have any business with me. I know I'm going. Be absent from the bodies, be present with God, at least for me. So I ain't worried about this stuff. So no, I ain't got no time for no them kind of game, man. I'm a Gen X. I'm talking to you, Ram 69. I'm Gen X. Yeah, we grew up in the same generation. Absolutely. And you know what's so cool about it? I made that change a long time ago. I've lived like I said, I've worked in corporate. I've done some great things since then. Greater is He that is in me than He that's in the world. Man, them facts. You know, when you start finding your realities and your what we call your wisdom, what's in it for me, your understanding you and who you are, your spiritual understanding, man. I don't worry about this stuff. This stuff is I've had things, I've lost things. If one of y'all said, you know, I got $1 million I want to give you, man. I love you so much. We got, you know, I'm super rich. I'm about to, you know what I mean? I'm about to pass, and I was gonna leave it to my dog. I'm gonna give it to you. You inspire me. I would accept it, you know. But man, it don't make me, man. I done had things and lost things. It ain't gonna make. Listen, $1 million ain't gonna make me act a fool at a dinner party or get diddled, and $1 million ain't gonna do nothing for me. 2 million, 3 million, it don't do nothing for me because I had things. And I understand now that all you can do is buy more things. When you get things, listen, so I started off with a 4,000 square foot home when I was 22, 23 years old. What do you move to, a 6,000 square foot home, 7,000 square foot home? More things. Oh, well, now I can put 2 cars, 3 cars. Who cares, bro? After you done got your 2 cars, what's the point of having 3? And then how many can you drive at a time? Do you understand? I want to keep y'all motivated. I want you to have a quest. I want you to want more, but you don't have to want it like that. It don't mean nothing, bro. What means something is your hope. Build your hopes on things that are eternal. You understand? And then while you're here, try to help somebody, teach somebody. Don't throw your life away for them, but help somebody, teach somebody, man. And because it might be somebody that's not receptive. Because sometimes the people that we try to help and teach, they in our family right there, our sons, daughters, cousins, whatever. And you got to keep going after them. Keep. Well, I went and found him. He was at the crack house again, and I brought him on in. Man, listen here. One person waters. You know what I mean? One person plant, person waters, and God gets the increase. Yeah, you can't do everything, man. You wasn't meant to do that. I gotta go save Uncle Charlie. I'm gonna do everything. That ain't really your job. One plants, one waters, and God get the increase. You got to trust God to do His job. That's what faith is. Besides the mustard seed, you got to trust. If you believe the word, He's gonna do His job. I ain't doing that. I can't save everybody. Like America can't save everybody, and like America ain't trying to save everybody. If we want to be real, we just trying to save people where it benefit us. We can get some little. That's a fact. Amen. Yep. One plants, one waters, and God gets the increase. But yeah, I grew up in the trenches, man. But it's a lot of folks who grew up in and there's trenches all around the world. I've met with people. I've made some good friends around the world, but that I stay in contact with. I'm talking about in the favelas. I'm talking about South America. I'm talking about, that's why I say I'm Camino Solo, man. I walk alone. You hear me? Now, somebody asked me what's one of my favorite rappers. I will tell you, Neutro Shorty. He's a Venezuelan rapper, man. He's dope. Some of my people in Colombia used to bang him, and they turned me on to him. And I, one of my favorite songs is Camino Solo. You know what I mean? Camino Solo. You know what I mean? It's dope. So if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. But I've been rocking with y'all for about 2 hours now. I rocked with TikTok for about an hour and 40 minutes before they said it was hate speech, but it wasn't no hate speech. It was the hate speech. It was the hate speech from YouTube, from Little Jimmy or whatever, that I responded to and said, "Don't come to me like that." They made me get a strike, which was weird. So, you know what I mean? So, I'm not sure what that is or what these people talking about. Oh, man, I guess a lot of my partners must be up right now because I'm getting all kind of messages right now. And I would think they would be asleep. Yeah, I would think they would be asleep, but they up, hitting me up on TikTok. They probably was watching me, you know what I mean? One of the thousands that were watching me, but TikTok be hating. They don't want to pay me, man. I think I'm going to jump out that old creative program, though. Yeah. I still got a TikTok shop, and I'm still an affiliate, and I still got a store, like I said. If y'all want to, matter of fact, I'm going to put some products up. Yeah, I'll pin that product. Okay, that one's up. But yeah, I got a store. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, throw me them diamonds, live chat, whatever it is. And we'll do all that. Well, they can pin it. You can pin it. I don't care. I didn't put a bunch of, but yeah. I appreciate you, humble servant. I try to be a good dude. Let me just put it that way. Man, listen, I'll tell you this, humble servant. Uh, it takes years of practice. I appreciate you, Mustang Mike. Hey, give me the plug. I work on it. But it takes years of practice, of humility, not getting angry, not hurting people, right? Because hurt people, man. And I told you I grew up a certain way. But you learn. 2024, biggest uploads. I don't know what that means. Causala. I don't know what that means. No, I appreciate you. Hey, look, you got to connect. Let me know, man. I got that poetry. I got the books. I got that music. I got everything. And if you haven't tuned in to Living Testimony, man, do that, man. I've interviewed some of the most serious dudes from my city before anybody else, right? So after I interviewed them, then everybody, oh, can I interview them? I mean, the biggest D-boys, the biggest gangsters, the biggest, you know what I mean? I've interviewed them, talked to them, got real stories about them out there, put them on the map. So, yeah, check out those videos for Living Testimony. What I haven't done is I haven't gone back to like the whole studio shooting kind of thing, because then, I used to travel to Dallas, you know what I mean? Travel to Dallas, to and from Dallas, and do a whole production. But now, man, I realize like you can get a story from anywhere. A person can join me on a live and we can share stories, We can swap stories. So if I can reduce the production cost, but continue, blessing the people with the content. That's my objective. Excuse me. That's my objective. Um, that's what I want to do. Bless the people with the content. And I'm talking about like real content, right? Like real life stories. The life people live. Get those likes up, man. If you haven't done a like yet, and you've been checking me out, then I don't understand. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and do it. It gives the algorithm. It tells it to share. Like I said on TikTok, I got up to what, more than 1,000. You know what I mean? And more than 600 likes in a very short time. Here, I think I've been running for 2 hours. We got what, 9 likes? Come on, man. So just do that if you haven't done that for me. Hit that subscribe button. Like, share. It's okay to share. And listen, I do this every weekend, and typically I do it on Thursdays too. But on those days, I'll have specific topics that I want to bust down and break down. But if you see me in the middle of the night or something, it's just, I'm up. I don't feel like going to bed yet. I'll probably go to bed in about an hour or two. And then that'll be that. But yeah, man, like I said, I enjoy speaking to y'all. I enjoy sharing these messages, but I think the hard part sometimes, like when you do want to just share your content or the thoughts that are on your mind, your brain, your heart, your spirit, your soul. When you do look at the comments, sometimes it throws you off, even though I appreciate them, right? It throws you off because it's like, man, I have a set of ideas I want to share. I want to get those out. Then I want, what I mean? Then I want to double back, look at the comments, and then I can comment with you, right? Connect with you. So that's the discipline that I'm learning. That's what I got to learn, because it's like, I want to get through the story. Like I was talking about highs and lows, and I was telling some of my life story. And then I just started getting weird questions and advances and from men, and I was like, oh man, listen, when you respond to that, then TikTok banish you. So it's just, it's just weird. And I'm gonna appeal it, but hi bro, hey bro, why you not? I don't know why people like to be anonymous though, or you like if you're afraid to share who you are. Can you give me some likes though when you come on here, Steven? Steven Hassan. He has a radio. He has a face for radio too. No, man, I'm gorgeous. And I know that. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like Steven, I can tell you, he's another one. He got a pride flag too. Like when they just come in, just uber aggressive, like on some, like let me diss this guy. I don't even know you, bro. I ain't done nothing to you. You don't even know what I've been talking about. I probably said something that'll change your life, Steve. I've been an executive for the last 15 years. I probably could have done something to change your life, Stephen. I probably can connect you with somebody. I work with some of the biggest companies in the world, Stephen. And you come in, first thing you do, I'm gonna disrespect you. Where they do that at, bro? Then I get somebody else. This Mike Tyson stuff. Listen, if I can't know your name and I don't know who you are and your gender, man, listen here. Don't even ask me. People have been playing with me all night. Pause. Had to pause on that. No diddy. No diddy for sure. It's so funny when I normally I say no diddy. My wife said no doubt. You know what I mean? I hear what you're saying, and I'm cool with that. Just just come on and say hello, brother. Like I could have been just changing somebody's life. I probably just prayed for somebody. You don't know what I done bared out my whole soul. You want to come on here talking, making sexual advances, bro. I'm just saying, be real when you come to me. See, the name of the channel is Patches the Dread, right? But living testimony. I talk about real things. I try to help people. I share my whole story. You know what I mean? The story of my family, my people, the downfalls, how you should proceed, business tips, all that there, travel. I don't be on that stuff. And I don't mind joking sometimes. But but I appreciate you for manning up. So Stephen, I'm gonna tell you I appreciate you for manning up because you just own that. And normally these dudes don't, man. They keep on playing. You hear me? So I appreciate you. But get your likes up though. I appreciate that. Anonymous, you asked me a bunch of questions. I don't know if you're male or female. And I can't respond to you until I know, right? Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Can't tell you what I do for a living. You can't even let me know who you are. Or you're male and you think I'm fine. Anonymous, you're on the wrong channel, sir. You notice I said a wife, and when I say wife, I mean I got a woman wife. Yeah. So, you know, peace be unto you. And what your endeavors and your Vaseline or whatever you got going. Extra glad. Um, not my thing, bro. For real. For real. Gina said respectfully. Gina, you crazy. I like rocking with you, Gina. You're a real one, for real. I've never been to San Francisco. Spent a lot of time in Compton, a lot of time in LA. Had a lot of family out there. And California is one of the realest. I mean, California is what it really is. I mean, it makes little, if no, exaggerations about who and what it is. I'll tell you that. That's a fact. So that's for real. That's real. It's a true place. Well, look here, a lot of California moving to my time. You mean I'm from Texas? You know what I mean? They move down here and they shocked too. Cause we different. Texas is a whole different place. It has its niceties. It has its backward stuff. But man, listen, I was in Norway. I was in Norway last summer, and it's always good to go to places like Sweden and Norway in the summer, right? Because especially when you're from Texas, because it's hot here, right? So you go there, man. It was like 50 degrees. You know what I mean? Lovely. You know what I mean? Get out that hot Texas heat and get to Norway, and then and it was so much north, near the mountains, because I went to Bergen, and I went to Oslo, but snow-capped mountains, man. It was man, everything was everything. You know what I mean? I got videos about it, and if you haven't seen them, I'll post them. But what I'll tell you, what I'll tell you for a fact is this: you know, I ran into people, because I didn't expect to see much black people. Obviously, I didn't. But I saw a black dude in the hotel. He had, some little dreads or whatever. And he was like, I like your hair. You know what I mean? Because he just wanted to show that, man, he black, I'm black too. And I ran into probably about five Norwegians. There was one black Norwegian working at the castle that I went to. And, we all did the head nod. There was a waiter that was black. They were all kind of mixed race, and then one of them was black. But really good place. Really good place, really good weather, and it was the truth for what it was. But when I got there, I filmed a dude. He was rapping hardcore. Matter of fact, I interviewed him for living testimony, uh, and it was nice. And so what I've learned is, man, it's entertainment, entertaining, and great people all around the world. But the weather, yeah, San Francisco got some nice, cool weather. Normally in the 70s, right? And then you get that breeze. But it's so expensive. You live in an expensive place. So, Gina, you probably do something. You have a really good job. You make a lot of money. Hey, hey, Simcool 54. What it do? Yeah, for sure. It's expensive out there. And I went to Hawaii a couple of years back. California's already expensive. And then so for you to leave LAX and then go to Hawaii, man, it's even more expensive. You're like, my gosh, right? We're all American, but my dollars, my Texas dollars, they were feeling like pesos. You hear me? They were feeling like pesos. Okay, I got another crazy in here. For my reason, Gina, for telling you, oh my gosh, Gina, we're gonna have to talk. Tell you I worked with the homeless. My dad was homeless. Um, the reason I was telling you the story about Norway is because I was in a restaurant with my kids, my wife, and they said, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from Texas." They said, "Oh my." They said, "You want to hear something about Texas?" I said, "What?" They said, "Around here," in their accent, right? And I know the accent because my wife's Swedish, so I'm used to it, right? So their accent when they're speaking English. And so um, around here, when things go to shit, excuse my French, when you don't have a bad day, things go to shit. When things go to shit, they call it, it's going Texas. It's going Texas. Can you imagine? It's going Texas. And they did that probably because of a lot of the rulings, like from Greg Abbott. Yeah, it's crazy. It's going Texas. I was like, what? I don't know. It was funny. I'd never heard anything like that. But when you travel, you find out. People hear about your little towns and your various nuances. But homeless for 7 years, man, Gina, I'd like to hear about that. I might even want to interview you. That's why I do live in testimony. And the reason is, no matter how I approach it or I interview somebody, and I've been interviewing for 30 years, there's parts of light that you can pull from them. I've even had people try to share darkness, right? Or how they did this or how they did that. I mess with New Zealand. I met a lot of New Zealanders in when I was in Brussels. Yeah, met a lot of New Zealand. I didn't know why. I kept meeting Australians and New Zealanders when I was in Brussels. Didn't make sense to me, but I met a lot of them. That's a blessing. Hey, K Music, I'll be there. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. I love Italy. I got family there. Family in Italy, family in Spain, family in Sweden, family in Ireland. Um, when me and my family get together, they call us the UN. That's a fact. Just imagine this black man. I got a brother-in-law who's Ugandan. He's an African. So it's me, the American black man, the Ugandan African Swede, right? I got an Italian, yeah, from Milan. So I have three. I got two Italian nephews, Italian niece. I got an Irish, and all these people are full blooded. You know, they speak their language, whatever. Irish brother-in-law, and I have there's Italian, Irish, Ugandan, and myself, and then the rest are Swedes. Yeah, the rest are Swedes. And so when we're in these little towns in Sweden, Owen, shout out, what's up, Owen? When we're in these little towns in Sweden, they are like, how did you guys meet? Because you got an African, you got the black American, you got the Italian, who's very Italian. And I'm not talking about Italian American, I'm talking about real Italian, right? Robbie. Um, basta, basta. You know what I mean? You got my Irish brother-in-law and the Swedes. And they just don't know how we all met, but man, we all married into the same family. And it's a good thing. Ciao, Bela. Oh, I got a new troll. Man, listen here, they stay trolling me. They stay trolling me. But if you're going to troll me, you better get them likes up. I'm going to see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? See you next Tuesday. For those that know, they know. If you're going to troll me, you better get them likes up. But I appreciate you, Jana. I mean, I appreciate the solid ones, the real ones. And I do this for the solid ones and the real ones. And Jana, we probably have to connect. Just make sure that you like, subscribe. Next time I go live, hit the notification bell so you can jump on, and then we can figure it out if you ever want to share your story, because I want to hear about it. You got blessed with a home 4 years ago. I want to make sure that I want to make sure we talk through that. And my saying on my show is we're gonna walk you down through there with Patches the Dread. So we're gonna walk you down through there with Patches the Dread. That's my saying. Man, I got peace, but I appreciate you, V7 NMP. I got peace. The Lord is my peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I mean, I don't want for nothing, man. Man, man. You can ask me the world. That don't mean I'm gonna answer. But you got to be 100. What up, dog? When you say what up, dog, you sure emphasize that what up, dog. So I don't know. Is your brother? You know what I mean? Are you playing? Get them likes up if you're gonna ask me questions though. Yeah. I mean, those outreach programs work. But for me, it was more about me leaning into the Lord. So, I went through stages in life. And I was out there on the streets real bad. I tried being an atheist. I used to pray to the pimp God and all that kind of stuff. But the true living God, he said, talk to me. And I talked to him. He did some amazing things in my life. So when I tell my story, it's a story. And I'm gonna tell y'all, whether you playing with me or not, and I know it's 4:35 here, it's 2:35 in Cali, but faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. I'll also tell you, how can I hear without a preacher? And how can he preach lest he be sent? That means something. And if you can digest that, digest that. But faith, true belief, true belief cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, right? And then I said, from a whole another scripture, I said, how can they hear without a preacher? And how can he preach unless he be sent? Sometimes we get in a rut. All right. I can appreciate that, African. I can appreciate that. Sometimes we get in a rut. Things go awry. Your bills, you're going to get thrown out. Things get difficult. Somebody cheated on you, treated you bad, said bad things to you, hated you, stole from you, tried to sabotage you, betrayed your trust, made you break down and cry, made you want to lose your life. How do you go on? You go through denial. You go through anger. You go through frustration. You go through the whole 7 stages of grief. And you don't know what to do. And you want to end it. You want the pain to go away. You can't sleep because every time you close your eyes, that very thing that somebody did to you keeps coming back. And it's keeping you angry, and it's hurting your soul, and it's bothering your spirit, and you don't know what to do. And you're asking yourself, and you're asking God, how do I go on? How did it come to this? Will somebody help me, please? Who can help me, please? There is no peace. You look for the bottle, you can't find the peace in the bottle. You look for the crack rock, you can't find the peace in the crack rock. You look for the meth, you can't find peace in the meth. You look for it in a needle, you can't find peace in a needle. Because every time you wake up from closing your eyes and trying those things, you still feel nothing. There's a void, there's a hole in your soul that won't heal. Well, I got a trick for you, and I'm going to share this trick with you. I had a hole in my soul and it wouldn't heal. I saw murders as a baby. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up in one of those places. You understand what I'm saying? I saw death as a baby. You understand what I'm saying? And I had a hole, and I couldn't trust folks, and people betrayed me, and they stabbed me in the back, and they set me up. And I said, Lord, why they keep doing me like this? Why do everybody else get to blow up? Why everybody else's life get to move forward and things get greater? And for me, it ain't happening. And why am I always outnumbered? Forgive me. Why am I always outnumbered and outgunned? And then you hear, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So all of those things, and you try to block out, and you say, well, man, he can't be no true God. And then you start thinking, and then you start understanding that before the foundations of the world were established, God knew you. That the things that you struggle with is your plan and your purpose. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you're supposed to be. Because somebody been programming. Somebody working to take your inheritance, to take what you're supposed to be, to take what you're supposed to do. Somebody's working, and you falling for it. And so you go back into anger. You go back into sadness, depression, the bottle, the needle, the crack, and it's a cycle. But then one day you say, man, enough is enough. Those things don't fill me up anymore. Your perversions don't fill you up anymore. And you want to seek the truth. You want to lean not to your own understanding. You want to acknowledge God and allow him to direct your path. The simplest way for me is to call on him, call on his name. Tell him I've heard about you. I've not believed, or my life has been difficult. I was told this, I was told to worship this deity. I was told to do that, to call out the truth. That's what the Lord showed me. I talked to him. I was in the life. I'm talking about 3 deep, getting very little sleep. You understand what I'm saying? And I I was praying to the bill of God and all of those stuff that you do. I I I was saying that it ain't no God, you know. Look at the lilies in the field. Look at the birds, the fowls in the air. Look at the ecosystem. Look, man, listen, when we go into these various denials and we allow the scientists to recreate what's true, when you break down the anatomy of some of these animals or the roles in the ecosystem, there's none good but God. You can't find it out. And if you love Him, then may He may you get the reward that Satan's gonna get when Joshua comes in the sky. You know, when he's bound for the 1,000 years, may you get that. Listen, I've done all that stuff, man. All those stuff that you saying, that don't shake me. Like that might shake the weak. It might shake a what we call a corner Christian or somebody. Man, that stuff don't shake me. I done been out here, man. In Finars or whatever your name is. You ain't seen death, bro. Or female or whoever you are. You ain't seen. Your soul ain't been on the line because I promise you. When you shot and you cut up, or you locked up, or you pinned up under that car, or your car done flipped, or you done drove off the bridge when you high, drove off the bridge and ended up in a truck stop, in a ditch, and the Lord saved you and wake you up and you ain't got a scratch, man. You know what's real. So yeah, you know you can play all them games. And guess what? The Lord said everything can be forgiven but blasphemy against the Holy Ghost. So that's on you, man. Like I said, I know you little boys and mama let y'all stay up or you like, you know, y'all like to play with each other and all that. That's for y'all, man. That ain't for me. But when I'm talking serious and I'm trying to help somebody, I mean, it ain't cool, but seek ye first the kingdom of God, man. And all these other things will be given to you. But the funny thing about it is, the scripture says, if you abide in me and my word abide in you, then ask what you will and be done unto you. The funny part about that is, over time, and abide means stay in, right? If you stay in me and my words stay in you, then ask what you will and it'll be done unto you. That means like if we're in alignment. If you stay in me and my word stays in you, then ask what you will. Praise Yahweh in the name of Yahshua. Then ask what you will be done to you because we're aligned. You're not asking just, oh, Lord, and can I have $1 million? And can I go to Diddy party? And I want a Grammy too. And then the ice cream truck. And I want all the children in Africa to be free. Not my will, but your will be done. You hear me? Because you're aligned. I've been reading the scriptures. You've been speaking to my soul. We're aligned. People just got to understand how to work the scriptures, how to activate them. Because his word don't come back void. Now, people that want to play and do all that, do that, man. I was a minister. I was a dope boy. I done everything. So when people like playing, I'm like, man, I got a question for you. Y'all don't know me from Adam. If you had 30 seconds or 5 minutes to spend with a millionaire, that maybe had some information that could change your life, what would you do to get his attention? And how would you want him to perceive you? Because for you guys, you don't know my story. You don't know Gina's story. You don't know anybody's story. But this might be the opportunity. I probably could have said something that helped you. God might have been having me talk to you. And you wanted to play instead. So, peace be unto you. Shalom. Not my will, but yours be God. In the name of Yahshua, amen. Like, subscribe, guys. We will do this again. But it's been a good one. I appreciated you, Gina. It was lovely. Fenoise, Um, May the Lord touch your heart. You know, He called His people. He called His people. But man, I appreciate y'all. Cheers.